I hate her. Yeah, that's she's delivering a spirit amongst young girls. She's introducing. We've had a spirit. The spirit damn near wiped the young black males out. This spirit is fit to do a number on the young black girls. And I already got the boys. I bet she got HPV. I bet she done had chlamydia, gonorrhea, trigonometry, crab, and whatever else that can contract. Hell, you talking about she too much nasty, mannish, fierce at the mouth, and she ain't got them high dollar weed. Everybody.
I'm just gonna say, yes, he gave it to me. It's devastating to have to come on here and share that whenever I was 19 years old, Gucci third leg burned me with HSV2. And he told me that he was gonna send me his test results, and he never did. And it saddens me to hear that he's done this to so many girls. And there's girls with so many similar stories to me, and they're so young as well. He is preying on the young, he is preying on the new. And I'm so sorry for not saying this 7 months ago. I was scared, and I was making so much money. I can't keep beating around the bush because you guys think I'm lying. And he can't ruin anybody else's life. I didn't know what he was known for. I didn't know who he was. I didn't do my research, and it is my fault.
For 3 days because when I first found out about it, I literally went straight to get tested. Like, I cannot play about that. Like, this is something that literally, like, content creator. You know what I'm saying? Like, you make great content, you sell it, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is our job. Why would I not be taking care of myself? One. So when I first found out about this whole, you know what I'm saying, a whole situation blowing up, I strictly went straight to get tested. Even right now, I'm still waiting on my results. My results will be in by tomorrow.
Okay, yep, I could see it. So it says here, yep, scroll down a little bit. I see it, yep, collected. And it says non-reactive and negative.
So you see, if it says negative, of course, that means you do not have it.
What are you positive for? What is that?
Can you read that?
It says you're positive for HSV1.
Yes.
So what is that? Can you explain what that means?
So positive for HSV1 means you do not have herpes. It means you have had probably like cool sore, more so stuff like that, and this is very common in the whole world.
Right. 2
out of 3 people in the world have HSV.
Sexyy Red say she like to rock. I bet it was plenty nappy head uncles and everything else. Y'all and that little old them ain't looking at no how. Let the word get out of nigga good. Girl, you good. No, they want that bell head. And tell Sexyy Red, little old ain't nothing but a bucket.
Hey, she posted a few videos going viral natural, and she got a great feedback.
That ain't got nothing to do with her being contaminated. So let me just say this. Any that's running around bragging about getting right, that little old ain't nothing but a bucket. Everybody, it's a bucket. Not only that, that mother go keep a bacterial infection. Don't wash they consistently for you to let everybody rock you. And that be a little funky. Letting everybody rock you.
Hi, this is Mandy. So let's talk about this wild situation involving Sexyy Red and the rumors swirling around her. We all know she's no stranger to controversy, but this one is really heating up. A lot of folks thought Charleston White was just talking nonsense when he first brought up that Sexyy Red might be dealing with some serious health issues. But as things start to unfold, it looks like he wasn't just throwing out baseless accusations after all. The allegations he made about her being infected with multiple STDs are now looking a lot more legitimate. And as much as people dismissed him, he might have been right this whole time. Recently, Sexyy Red's name got caught up in a mess involving a popular adult film star by the name of Gucci Third Leg. Now, Gucci's been making headlines, but not for good reasons. He's been getting called out for having HSV2, a type of herpes. The shocking part? He actually showed his test results on camera, confirming what people had been whispering about for a while. That was just the beginning. Once those results hit the public, people started digging around, and it didn't take long before they linked Sexyy Red to an unprotected encounter with Gucci. The internet was quick to put the pieces together, and soon the whole thing exploded. Sexyy Red couldn't stay quiet for long, and she eventually had to come out and address the rumors. Meanwhile, Gucci pretty much ran away from the spotlight, abandoning his career and disappearing from social media because of the massive backlash he was facing. The pressure of knowingly spreading STDs to countless women was too much for him to handle. At this point, it wasn't just a rumor anymore. People had receipts, and it became a full-blown scandal. But here's the kicker. Charleston White had been talking about this long before it all went public. He had been on Sexyy Red's case for a while, making claims about her health for over a year. One of the first times he called her out was during an intense interview on Sexyy, where he boldly claimed that her private area was contaminated. This wasn't just a casual statement either. He went all in, even accusing her of having an STD while she was receiving praise for showing off her natural hair. For whatever reason, Charleston chose that moment to throw shade and accuse her of being infected. What really got people talking was how specific Charleston's accusations were. He didn't just say she had an STD, he called out HSV, which is exactly the type of herpes that Gucci Third Leg is now being accused of spreading. Now, the fact that Charleston White specifically mentioned HSV before all of this came to light has people wondering just how much he really knew. It almost seems like he was one step ahead of everyone. He didn't stop at just saying Sexyy Red was contaminated. He went on a full tirade, saying that she was nothing but a slave to the industry and was carrying all sorts of infections. According to him, she wasn't just infecting herself, but she was spreading a toxic spirit to the younger generation, influencing them in all the wrong ways. In one of his rants, he didn't hold back, claiming she probably had everything from HPV to gonorrhea. And as wild as it sounded at the time, it's hard to ignore the fact that the same HSV he mentioned is exactly what Gucci Third Leg is being accused of giving her. Let's talk about Gucci for a second. For those who don't know, he's a well-known adult content creator, famous for his amateur-rated videos. His popularity in that world led a lot of people to want to get involved with him, but little did they know he had herpes and wasn't being upfront about it. One of his former collaborators, a creator named D. Davis, exposed him by accusing him of infecting her with HSV too. According to D, when she worked with Gucci at the age of 19, he knew about his condition but didn't say a word about it. She later found out the hard way that he had been lying and hiding his test results, which led to her contracting the virus. D. Davis came forward in a heartbreaking confession, saying how devastating it was to realize that she had been infected. In her words, Gucci promised to send her his test results but never did, leaving her in the dark until it was too late. She wasn't the only one either. Other women started coming forward with similar stories, all saying Gucci had been preying on young women, keeping his HSV-2 status a secret so he could continue sleeping with them for content. Dee expressed how sorry she felt for not speaking up sooner, saying she had been scared and focused on making money at the time. But now she couldn't stay silent anymore. To make matters even worse, someone on Twitter, who used to be close to Gucci, posted a list of 50 women he had been with after testing positive for HSV-2. And guess whose name appeared on that list? Yup, Sexyy Red was right there at number 6. This only fueled the fire, especially when popular streamer Aiden Ross got involved. Aiden, who had been intimate with some of the same women Gucci had slept with, invited Gucci onto his live stream to address the situation. Aiden was understandably freaked out, fearing that he might have contracted HSV as well since there was no protection involved. Gucci's attempt to clear his name only made things worse. When he showed up on Aiden's stream, he claimed he didn't have HSV-2, but admitted to having HSV-1, which is a different form of herpes. He tried to downplay it, saying that HSV-1 is super common, with 2 out of 3 people in the world having it. But the issue wasn't just about HSV-1. The public wanted to know if he had HSV-2, the more serious strain, and Gucci's answers weren't exactly reassuring. The test results he showed were from over a year ago, and people weren't buying it. They wanted to see recent results, but Gucci conveniently couldn't provide them. As Gucci kept fumbling through his explanations, the public grew more skeptical. It was hard to believe anything he said at this point, especially with test results that were outdated by over a year. And let's be real, a lot can happen in a year. People weren't convinced that he hadn't contracted HSV-2 since then. His defense just wasn't holding up, and the more he talked, the more people started to question his honesty. He tried to make it seem like he was being responsible, saying he had gotten tested as soon as the rumors broke out. But when he was pressed to show proof, he dodged the question. Gucci even claimed that he was still waiting for his latest test results to come in, promising to hop back on the live stream once he had them. But surprise, surprise, he went completely silent after that. He never returned to clear his name, and that made people even more certain that he was hiding the truth. Now, the focus shifted heavily to his connection with Sexyy Red. People were really concerned about the possibility that she had been infected too, and receipts started piling up to support those claims. Fans dug up a photo that Gucci had posted just a few days earlier, showing him backstage at one of Sexy's club performances. The two were clearly spending some intimate time together, and this only fueled the speculation. Things got so bad that Sexyy Red had to step in and make a public statement. But instead of putting the rumors to rest, her response only made people even more suspicious. The thing is, Sexyy Red has openly admitted in the past that she's contracted STDs before. Just a few months ago, she posted a video from the hospital on her IG stories with a caption that hinted at her being treated for another infection. And then, there was Chicago rapper Vaughn, off 1700, who added to the speculation by hinting that Sexyy had infected him too. He posted on Facebook saying his private parts still had a smell even after multiple showers, and later admitted that he had slept with Sexyy around the same time. People were quick to point out that this could be a sign of an STD, and someone even commented that it sounded like gonorrhea. Sexyy Red has also been open about her past experiences with chlamydia. She admitted in an interview that she's had the infection twice, explaining that it happened during a rough patch in her relationship when both she and her ex were seeing other people. According to her, they both went to the doctor together after realizing something wasn't right. So, while Sexyy Red's honesty about her health issues is somewhat refreshing, it's also made people more likely to believe the rumors about her current situation with Gucci Third Leg. And of course, social media had plenty to say about the whole thing. People were quick to share their opinions, with some calling for everyone involved to get checked immediately. One commenter said, "This is sick. Everybody needs to head to the hospital immediately." Another person chimed in saying, "Nasty work. That's what happens when you think everything that glitters is gold." The public's reaction was intense, with many expressing disgust at how casually STDs were being passed around. So now, I turn it over to you. What do y'all think about this wild situation? Do you believe the rumors about Sexyy Red and Gucci Third Leg? And do you think he really infected her with HSV too? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check out the next messy video because this drama is far from over.